In the previous class, we have solved or we have seen how we are going to convert the whole circle bearing to quadrantal bearing or by quadrantal bearing to whole circle bearing by with the help of the formulas. We have converted whole circle to quadrantal and quadrantal to the whole circle bearing. Now, in today's class, we are going to see how we are going to find out back bearing if the forebearing is given in today's class, that we are going to see, along with what is included angle and some basics on the included angle that we are going to see in today's class. Okay, now before going to see what is how we can convert the get back bearing if we know the forebearing. Before going to know it, we will see or we will revise what is forebearing and what is back bearing. Okay, now if you the ABC is a open traverse. Now here A, B and C is an open traverse which is going to have the north. Now the forebearing we have taken it with respect to the north. Once you are going to take a compass, and if you fix up your compass at A and you fix up your ranging rod, and if you look towards A to B, right, with A to B, if you are going to locate by keeping with respect to the north, if you are looking towards A, towards B from A, right, if you are from A, you are going to look towards B, right, then it is called as an forebearing. I repeat, if you are going to from fixing the compass at A and fixing a ranging rod at B, if you are going to intersect it, right, from a compass from A to B, if you are looking, right, and if you are getting the reading, say suppose 60 degrees, right, that will be from the bearing from A to B is 60 degrees, that we call it as an forebearing, right. Now if you are going to shift your compass from A to B, here you are going to shift a compass now, and if you are looking from B to A, right, that we call it as an back bearing. A to B is called as an forebearing. If you are going to look backward, that is called as an back bearing. From B you are looking towards A, that is back bearing. Again, if you are having the fixing the compass at B and if you are going to look towards C, that is called as a forebearing. If you are looking forward, that is called as a forebearing. And by shifting the compass again to C, and again if you are going to look backward, right, from C to B, that will be called as an back bearing. That will be called as an back bearing. A to B forebearing, B to A back bearing, B to C forebearing, C to B back bearing. If you are looking forward, that is forebearing. If you are looking towards backside, you are backwards, it is called as a back bearing. Now, in order to calculate the back bearing, if you know the forebearing, right, if you know the in the problems they will be going to tell you, or they are going to ask you, determine the back bearing from the given forebearing reading. So this will be the normally the problem going to be asked like this in your examination. In that particular case, you will be using this particular formula, that is back bearing is equal to forebearing plus or minus 180 degrees. Back bearing is equal to forebearing plus or minus 180 degrees. Now use here I have written plus or minus. Now when to use plus and when to use minus? Use plus sign, right? Use plus sign when your forebearing is less than 180 degrees. Okay, when your forebearing is less than 180 degrees. For example, if you are having say forebearing 30 degrees, then you should use plus sign. Okay, because why? Your forebearing is less than 180 degrees. Now use minus sign, right? You need to use minus sign if your forebearing is greater than 180 degrees. Suppose 230 I have given, right? Forebearing I have given 230, then you need to use minus sign in that particular case. So your back bearing is how much? It is 50 degrees. Okay. Now this is what your reading how you needed to take. If your back bearing, if your fore bearing is given, how to calculate the back bearing. Back bearing can be calculated by using the formula fore bearing plus or minus 180 degrees. Use plus when fore bearing is less than 180 degrees. Use minus when fore bearing is more than 180 degrees. This thing is very, very important when we are going to solve the problem. Okay. Now slowly we will see one or the two problems how to do it. Okay. We will see one or two problems on fore bearing from the given fore bearing. You need to calculate the back bearing readings. Okay. So we will see it. Okay. Now following are the fore bearing readings observed from the given lines. Determine their back bearing. They have asked you to determine the back bearing. Okay. Now here the line AB is going to have fore bearing 12 degree 24 minutes, BC is going to have 119 degree 48 minutes, CD is going to have 266 degrees 30 minutes, and DE it is going to have 354 degree 18 minutes. Now we will be using the formula, right? Back bearing is equal to fore bearing plus or minus 180 degrees. Okay. Now we will see, we will be using the formula, say back bearing for AB. Back bearing for AB, it is, we are going to use a formula fore bearing plus or minus 180 degree. Fore bearing of the line AB is, it is already given in the problem. The AB is 12 degree 24 minutes. Now here we are going to use plus sign. Why we are going to use plus sign? Because fore bearing is less than 180 degrees. So here if you calculate it, right, if you calculate it, you are going to get, I'll show you, right, 12 degree 24 minutes plus 180 degrees. You are going to get an answer as 192 degree 24 minutes. So similarly you will be doing the other type of a problem, right? Back bearing of the line BC you need to find. Okay. So fore bearing plus or minus 180. Again fore bearing is less than 180 degrees. So 119 degree 48 minutes plus 180. So you are going to get it as 299 degree 48 minutes. Then again back bearing of CD, right? So fore bearing of the line CD plus or minus 180 degrees. Since now the CD line is going to have the fore bearing which is greater than 180 degree, so you will be using the minus sign. So again you are going to get it as 86 degree 30 minutes. Now again the back bearing of the line DE, fore bearing plus or minus 180 degrees. So it is 354 degree 18 minutes. It is greater than 180. So again you will be using minus sign. So you are going to get the answer as 174 degree 18 minutes. Now this is you have determined the fore bearing, right? You have determined the back bearing when the fore bearing is given in terms of whole circle bearing system. Okay, you should always remember that the difference between the fore bearing and the back bearing is always greater, it is 180 degrees. The difference between the fore bearing and the back bearing is always 180 degrees. Okay, now for example here we will see one more problem on the how to see the back bearing when the bearings is given in terms of quadrantal system. We will be seeing one more problem now. Okay. Now here the following are observed fore bearing lines. Determine their back bearing system. Okay, they determine their back bearing. Now this, right, if you, the fore bearing is given in terms of quadrantal system, right? Here in this the fore bearing is given in the quadrantal system. Now you need to convert this fore bearing into the back bearing system, right? Here you need to convert this fore bearing into the back bearing in the quadrantal system. So one thing that you need to determine is, you need to find out is, here the they have given one problem. The fore bearing they have given for PQ, it is N 18 degree 0 minutes into east, QR is south 12 degree 24 minutes east. Okay, RS is south 19 degree 18 minutes west. STE is 86 degree 12 minutes west. So this is your 4 bearing reading. It is given in the in the quadrantal system. Now, in order to find out the back bearing reading, this is very simple in the quadrantal system. Now, wherever the north is there, the opposite direction is south. East is opposite direction is west. So directly you are going to convert it north to south and east to west. So your north 18 degree east will convert it into south 18 degree west. Okay. Now again QR, again it is south 12 degree 24 minutes east, it is north 12 degree 24 minutes west. RS south 19 degrees 18 minutes west. Again your back bearing will become south will become north and west will become east. So 19 degree 18 minutes east. Then ST is north 86 degrees 12 west. So here it is south 86 degrees 12 minutes east. So this is how you are going to convert the quadrantal bearing system into if the back bearing is given, you are going to determine if your 4 bearing is given, you are going to determine the back bearing in the quadrantal system. This is how directly you need to convert the opposite direction, you need to add it. That's it. This is how you are going to convert the find out the back bearing if the 4 bearing is given. One thing you need to keep in mind, the 4 bearing is equal to back bearing is equal to 4 bearing plus or minus 180 degrees. The difference between the 4 bearing and the back bearing is always it is 180 degrees. Okay. Now we will see what is an included angle. Right, we will see what is an included angle and solve basics, small basics on that. Right. Now suppose you are going to have in a single quadrant, you are going to have the 2 angles. Right, here in the single quadrant you are going to have the 2 angles. One angle is say NOA. This is making an angle theta 1. Now again there is one more angle NOB, which is going to make an angle theta 2, theta 1, and it is going to make a theta 2. NOA is making an angle theta 1 with respect to north, and then BON is making an angle theta 2 with respect to north. Now if the here one angle is there and there is one more angle whichever is there over here. Now if you want to determine the included angle, the angle AOB, this is we call it as an included angle. This particular angle we call it as an included angle. So if you want to determine it, you are going to determine it by using the formula theta is equal to theta 2 minus theta 1. Okay, then you are going to get it as theta. So this is nothing but your included angle. Okay, so this is your included angle. We will see some more conditions of the included angle. Now suppose included angle from your reduced bearing system, if the reduced bearing are given in the obtained, it is given in the different quadrant, then it is going to be obtained like this. Here your NAC is making an angle theta 1 and NAB is going to make an angle theta 2. So in between this is called as an included angle. CAB is going to called as an included angle. So you are going to determine it by using the formula theta is equal to theta 2 plus theta 1. Now if both the bearings are in the same direction and also in the same quadrant, okay, if they are in the same direction, then as I have discussed, we have discussed right now, right? If NAC is making an angle theta and BAC is making an angle, NAC is making an angle alpha and BAN is making an angle beta. Then the difference between the two angles, then you are going to find out the angle CAB by using the formula beta minus alpha. You are going to get the angle theta, right? The angle CAB, you are going to find it out by deducting, right, beta minus alpha, because beta is greater, alpha is smaller. So you are going to get the angle in between, right? Now, if the bearings are measured from the different direction, and then you are going to have, if the two bearings are measured from a different direction and the second letters are, it is going to be like this. Now, the two angles are in the different quadrant. It is going to make an angle n theta 1 e, right? Here it is going to have an angle theta 1, and here it is going to have an angle theta 2. Okay, so south theta e. Okay, so now this is making an angle theta 1 over here, this is angle making an angle theta 2 over here. So how you are going to determine that particular angle theta, this is called as an included angle. How you are going to determine it is 180 degrees, because this is 180 degrees. Okay, from here to here it will become 180 degrees. 180 degrees minus theta 1 over here, and bracket you are going to make it as a plus over here, because this we want, this is out of 180 degrees, you are reducing minus theta 1 over here, and then you are going to add it, and then you are going to get this particular included angle. So this is what your included angle is. Okay, then we will solve one problem on this included angle. We are going to solve the problem on the included angle. Okay, now find the angle between the lines OA and OB and their respective bearings. Okay, so here first one is 32 degrees and 148 degrees. So 32 degrees is going to come in the first quadrant, and 148 degrees is going to come into the second quadrant. So you are going to find out the angle theta. This is going to 32 degrees 5 minutes is present here, 15 seconds it is present over here. Okay, like this, and then your angle 148 degrees 45 minutes it is going to come like this. So you need to find out the angle theta. So how you can get it? So 148 degrees 45 minutes minus 32 degrees 15 minutes. Okay, because 148 is making an angle over here and 32 is written over here, right? So if you want an included angle theta, right, 148 minus from here to here it is 148, and from here to here it is 32 degree 15 minutes. So if you reduce this, you are going to get an answer as 116 degrees 30 minutes. Then the next one is 16 degrees 10 minutes and 332 degrees 18 minutes. Now 332 degree 18 minutes, from here it is going to make till here. Okay, and 16 degree 10 minutes is from here itself. So what you are going to do is, you are going to find out 360 degrees, because from here to here you are going to measure it, right? So you are going to do the minus. So you are going to get this particular angle. If you do 360 degrees from here, if you are going to reduce 332, you are going to get this particular angle. Then you will be adding this. Now you are going to get an angle theta. So 360 degrees 332 minutes, 332 degree 18 minutes, you are going to get this particular angle, right? You are going to get this particular angle. Now what is included angle? Included angle is inclusive of both. So this theta you are going to do. So 360 degrees minus 332 degree 18 minutes plus 16 degree 10 minutes. So you are going to get it as 43 degree 52 minutes. This is nothing but 43 degrees 52 minutes, this particular angle, because 360 minus 332, you are going to get this, and then again here it is 16 degree 10 minutes. So this is nothing but your included angle. Next is 300 degrees 15 minutes and 126 degrees 12 minutes. So 300 it is going to come like this, okay, and 126 is going to come like this. So what is an included angle over here? Included angle is somewhere here. So what you are going to do? You are going to do 300 degrees 15 minutes, okay, 300 degrees 15 minutes minus 126 degrees, minus 126 degrees. So you are going to get an angle as 174 degrees 3 minutes. So similarly 220 degrees 10 minutes and 120 degrees. So 220 degree 10 minutes minus 120 degrees. So 220 will be like this and 120 will be like this. So included angle will be this. So 220 degrees minus 120 degrees is going to give you this particular included angle. Okay. So this is how you are going to find out the included angles. In the next class, we are going to find out the different problems on the closed traverse and the open traverse, if the, and again the included angles also. Some of the basics on included angles also we are going to study in the next class. Thank you.